What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mike Brown, aka Panda Man, and today we have some local gameplay for you guys. I'm glad to finally be able to do this with you guys. Something I've really been wanting to go do, so let's hop right in. Playing Subterror, of course, playing against my boy Chuong Nguyen. More about him in the description, but you see what Chung got going on. He's playing Tearlament, goes Tearlament Scream. Goes ahead, gets rid of Kelbeck, special summon Midoriya. Mills 5, he mills Planet, Merly, Druis Worm, and 2 Sheeran. Sitting here waiting to see what he's going to do. You see what he milled for me. 2 Summon Limit, a Lord, and some other important cards that I needed, but that doesn't matter. He's going to go ahead and Fusion Summon. I believe he used the Merly and Sheeran. He goes into a Kit Kalos, I believe. See what happens. Yup, goes into a Kit Kalos, and then he fusion summons the Sheeran and the Druis Worm for a Mud Dragon. Go ahead, uses that Kit Kalos effect to add 1, but he chained Scream, so he mills 3. He milled Rhino Heart, Havness, and Sullick. Sitting waiting on the ad here. Let's see what he adds to hand. In that meantime, I sat there and opened up my OTS packs. Yeah, it was kind of boo-boo, but it's alright. Moving on. He adds that Rhino Heart to hand. And he sees what he's going to do in the graveyard. Let's see what he got going on, folks. Sitting there thinking. Slow playing. Judge? Just kidding. I believe he fusion summoned with the Havness and the Mud Dragon. Goes into Draco Stapelia, I believe. Yep. Summon that bad boy out. Annoying in some cases, but it's all good. It's Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Then he normally summons the Rhino Heart. I believe he dumps Havness here. Yep, go ahead and dumps Havness. Then I believe he's going to overlay. Yep, he's going to overlay and summon that Time Thief Redoer. And then he special summons the Magnamut. Bystial Magnamut. And in this case, AKA Pizza Hut. Going on the end phase here to search a Druis Worm. Shuffle it up and pass it to your boy. Not gonna lie, this was a board that was kind of tough to take care of, but on standby here, you see him use the Time Thief, takes my Fiendus. Was kind of hurt on that one. Yikes! But it's all good. I'm going ahead and activate that graceful Pot of Extravagance. Go ahead and banish the random 6, but in this case the top 6, because that extra deck for that Guru deck I really didn't care about. If you guys want to see that deck profile, I can put that in the description. But as you can see, I drew another Fiendus and a Pot of Duality. Wasn't really anything I wanted to see at the moment, but we're going to kick it off again with that Terraforming. Search the Hidden City. Hidden City's effect is going to add us a Guru. The main man, the main bad man himself, adds that to the hand. Oh, nope. Not the Guru, my boy. We searched another Fiendus. Still can't figure out why I searched another Fiendus, but it didn't matter. I knew I had a Guru in hand. Sitting here trying to figure out how I was going to take care of this board. This board was pretty tough. Just that one negation. And I knew he had 2 cards in hand. So I went ahead and just normal summoned that Guru. And then on normal summon of Guru, he uses Scream's effect. I believe he mills the, I believe that was Kelbeck. And also a Merly. And I don't remember the first card. I believe it was a Bystial, so it didn't matter. But he goes ahead and uses that Merly. Go ahead to Fusion Summon. And he changed Draco Stapelia to negate Guru, because I was attempting to book himself and the Draco Stapelia. And I negate the Draco Stapelia with the Fiendus. It didn't matter. Go ahead and mill 5 because of Kelbeck. And my mills were terrible. I needed every single one of those cards. 2 Summon Limit, 2 Skill Drain, and a Pot of Duality. That was not bad, but you know, his mills were off the charts. He mills a Rhino Heart and another Merly or Sheeran, and the Kid Kalos that was on field to summon a Kaleido Heart. This is where I did a big misplay here. I should have waited and just negated the Rhino Heart with the Fiendus, but he went ahead and shuffled that away. Still on my turn, by the way. All of this still on my turn. Just something that's just unbelievable with this deck. In this format, rather, it was just something that was really interesting. But you see he uses another fusion summon. He summons the Mud Dragon and makes another Dracostapelia. So it didn't matter. He had another Monster Gate. Didn't matter. I was out of summons anyway. I only had the one normal summon. But I went ahead and go for the Pot of Duality to try and dig for a skill drain. Even though he milled the other two. See what's off the top, an Ash and double Final Battle. In this situation, that was tough. It was something I did not want to see, but I went ahead and grabbed the Final Battle anyway. And we just kept it moving. Give it a little shuffle up. Yeah, I was like, going second against Tearlament with Guru nowadays is something that is very, very tough. But I didn't draw the key cards I needed to go second, so I just set 3 and passed it on to my main man Chuong because I did not have anything else. So he goes ahead, draw for turn, standby phase, uses that Time Thief, takes my pot of Extrav. And it hurt, but it didn't matter. It was on a decline at this point. At this point, I was just gasping for air. While Chuong, on the other hand, was overthinking, but I think he got the gist of it just a bit. Sitting there thinking about what he wants to do. And then he decides to read not Final Battle, excuse me. He decides to read the Hidden City because he did remember that it has an effect that stops an attack, but he forgot that there has to be a set Subterror on the field. So he's checking the grave, see what he wants to do, because I still have 3 back row. Checks my graveyard for whatever reason. He's rereading the Lord of Heavenly Prison. Doesn't do anything in the graveyard, so it didn't matter. At this point, I was just watching him sweat, even though he had game on board. But we were just sitting there just watching it happen. So then he normal summons the Merly, uses the effect, and then chains the Scream, mill 3, mills another 3. He declares his chain links, and my only response, I believe, was the Metaverse. Yep. Activating the one field spell that mattered, the Mystic Mine. Just kidding. Nope, new format. The Necro Valley. Mystic Mine is gone. Everyone's been waiting for Mystic Mine to be banned for so long, so they got their wish. So the Necro Valley was there to stop everything else in the graveyard except that Scream Search, to go ahead and search that trap card. But like I said, at this point, I'm just waiting for Chuong to go in the battle phase to see if he is going to either swing for game or if he's going to be content and just poke and give me another chance. But nope, he goes in, perks for the Moli, the Draco, and everything else, and that moves on to game 2. But shout out to our locals, Collectable Investments over in Berkley, owned by Dave and Bob. Might as well come in and come say hi, come see us, and come in on our local tournaments on Sundays. Be glad to have more people. But now going into game 2, yours truly is going first, and spoiler alert, my hand was pretty bad, but I was hoping that Chuong hopefully drew worse than me, but we will see. I go ahead and open up with the Lord of Heavenly Prison, attempt to activate that, and then go to set a card, and Chuong decides to activate Gamma. Now at that point I was like, oof, because that really sucked. I really needed that to go through because of my hand. I believe I set the call by. I had a set Guru. You see the Droll in hand, and I go and activate Necro Valley. Go ahead, pass it on to my main man Chuong. And at this point, I knew he had the twin. It was just something that I just knew in the back of my mind. But you see he activates Twin Twisters, gets rid of the call by, and the Necro Valley discards the talent. And at this point, Chuong just needed somehow to clear that set face down. Something that shouldn't be so easy, you know, wouldn't be that difficult for Tearlament to take care of, but in this case you see him thinking. Can't really see what was in his hand, but you see he normal summons the Merly. Uses the effect, mill 3. See he mills a instant fusion, scream, and a believe that is a Sharon. He uses Sharon's effect to fusion summon, and then he's using scream to add one of the trap cards. Fusion summon that Merly and that Sharon. Let's go ahead and fusion summon the Kid Kalos. And on resolutions, I'm going to Droll here. Didn't think it mattered at that point, but he's going to use the effect to dump regardless, because, you know, it happens. And then he forgets I used the Droll, and he was just like, it doesn't matter. You're going to figure out what to dump then, because the card is just that freaking good. It did not matter. If only Kikalos was just like, yep, I'm only just gonna search. But it did not matter whatsoever at all. I forget what he dumps here. Yep, he's just gonna dump the Rhino Heart that he was gonna attempt to search. It's all good. Sitting there and wonder what the set card is. He goes ahead and uses the effect of Kikalos Attribute to special summon to mill 5, and then Rhino Heart's effect to mill one more card. I believe that was another Merly. Uses the effect of the Sharon Engraved to fusion summon with the Kit Kalos. I believe he goes for Rhino Heart here. Nope, another Draco Stapelia. And then fusion summons the big 3. Believe that was a Merly, a Kit Kalos, no, a Merly, a Sharon, and a Havness to summon the Kaleido Heart, and the Kaleido Heart shuffles back the Guru. And at this point, I top deck a Subterror Archer. I set that, and I go ahead and I pass to Chuong. He draws for turn here, thinks about what he's going to do. He goes ahead and makes a special summon, gets another body on board to search a Kelbeck here. I believe he normal summons the Kelbeck and goes for the Time Thief Redoer once again. Let's see. Yep, goes for the Time Thief Redoer. Swings over the Archer. Archer's effect goes ahead and brings out another Subterror monster from deck. And I go for the one and only Subterror Guru. Go ahead and flip that bad boy face down, because it does summon in face up or face down. And he swings in with the Draco Stapelia, uses the Guru's effect to search any Subterror card from deck. So I'll go ahead and search for the Fiendus. I wish Guru can search Guru off Guru, but maybe in another world. Hopefully Konami will think about it. And he swings in direct for that 3K with the Kit Kalos, and I go ahead and scoop because I knew he had the Draco Stapelia. Couldn't get over that, but it was a good game. Wish I would have drew better if he didn't have the Gamma for the, for the big boy. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.